All right, so an interesting choice there by Donald Trump for his next national security advisor. Now, New Delhi had barely become familiar with the new set of officials in Washington when Trump decided to go in for a major overhaul of his cabinet yet again. Now, Rex Tillerson was the first to go, soon to be followed by H.R. McMaster, and Trump has replaced them with Mike Pompeo and also with John Bolton. The Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval of India will be keen to learn firsthand about the policies and priorities of the new dispensation under Pompeo and Bolton. Now, Pompeo, who was until recently the chief of America's intelligence agency, the CIA, is known to Doval and diplomats in New Delhi. He's not an outsider. Now, more than Rex Tillerson, who was the architect of Trump's South Asia strategy unveiled in the month of August last year, that gave India a preeminent role in stabilizing the situation in Afghanistan and also in Indo-Pacific region. Now, both Pompeo and Bolton are extremely hawkish on Iran, and that may pose a bit of a problem or two for India as it seeks to engage Tehran in strategic projects such as development of the Chabahar port.
I think the regime in Tehran is very
and also North Korea could be another fault line. Bolton has tweeted about the problems in the enforcement of the international sanctions against North Korea, an issue that might actually come to engulf New Delhi given a recent United Nations report detailing the trade ties between New Delhi and Pyongyang. Although Bolton has time and again spoken about the proliferation linkages between Iran and North Korea, he has remained silent on what India says are clear proliferation linkages between Pakistan and North Korea. Now, moreover, Sushma Swaraj has said with Tillerson seated beside her in New Delhi that India would not cut its diplomatic ties with Pyongyang. But what might cause anxieties in New Delhi will be as to how Bolton handles Pakistan. Now, in the past, John Bolton has made a case for not pushing Pakistan too hard because of fears that it might prove counterproductive for the region. Now, sample this. How much pressure on Pakistan is too much pressure? Well, if the Pakistani Taliban or other radicals took control of that country, it would not just be another base to launch terror operations against US or Western Europe. It would be a terror country with nuclear weapons, so it would be Iran or North Korea on steroids right now. The particularly disconcerting for India will be Bolton's unhelpful attitude to the India-US nuclear deal when it was being negotiated. Now, Bolton, in his capacity as Under Secretary of State for International Security and Arms Controls, had resisted attempts to engage India on the nuclear issues. In fact, Bolton was amongst those officials in the George W. Bush government who were skeptical of India's track record on non-proliferation. Bolton also opposed relaxation of restrictions out of fear that Indian nuclear technology be passed on to the third parties.
As a result, America has now gone more than 6 months without a